Oh, there's another button.
Maybe it's live. Maybe it's live.
Aloha! Welcome to the Live Yoga channel. I'm Tara, this is Evan. We are so happy to share our yoga at home living room practice with you. We meet on Mondays and Thursdays, 7 a.m. Hawaii time, to share a classical hatha practice with you, our cyber ohana. So thanks for rolling out your mat. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. I like to pull away the excess flesh from my sits bones so that I really can ground on in. Roll the shoulders up and down. Tilt your chin down ever so slightly and begin to draw your awareness right at the nostrils, where the breath is moving in and out. Allow your awareness to experience the body as it lengthens the inhalations, pausing at the top. Slow, long exhalation as you ground back into the earth. And with your gaze, with your eyes closed and your gaze in between the eyebrow center, allow your mind's eye to gift you an intention for the practice today. We'll be practicing just slightly over an hour. Whatever comes first, for me it's gratitude. You might feel inspired by self-love, patience. Whatever comes first for you, allow this intention to be your guiding light throughout our practice. Should your mind wander, or there might be feelings ready to go do something else, so stick with us. This is a full practice we're happy to share with you. Thank you, thank you. We'll go ahead and get started with our warm-ups, and we'll begin with Kapalabhati, skull shining breath. So go ahead and open your eyes so I can share with you what we're going to do. This is a forceful exhalation through the nose and a passive inhalation. And when we exhale, we're also going to be drawing our belly button back. And it's going to be, we'll start slowly and then we'll go more quickly. So follow my cues. Go at your pace. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Exhale, 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 pause. Inhale, half lung of air. Pause, drop the chin to the chest, draw the shoulders to the ears. Hold that breath in as long as you can. With your eyes closed, your gaze is in between the eyebrow center. This is a breath hold called kumbha, breath retention. This builds our prana, our energy. When you need the breath, simply release the hold. Inhale slowly. Exhale gently through the nose. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, half lung of air. Pause, drop the chin to the chest, shoulders to the ears, draw that belly button back towards the spine. Draw the perineum, all those pelvic floor muscles up, as if you're preventing yourself from going to the loo. When you need the breath, release the hold, sip in a bit more air, exhale slowly. Beautiful. Now we're going to move to the eyes. We'll stretch the eyes. I want you to keep your head and neck straight, moving only the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Beautiful. Now instead of stretching the eyes, we're going to focus the eyes. Tratakan. Go ahead and lift the right arm, extend it out, elbow is straight. Point the index finger up, it's about shoulder height. As you inhale, bend the elbow, draw that finger towards the nose, keeping your gaze at the fingertip. Exhale, send it out slowly, doing your best to not blink. When the elbow is straight, look past the finger. Bring your gaze back to the fingertip. Inhale, trying not to blink. We're stretching the rods, the cones of the retinas. Look past the finger. Bring your gaze back to the fingertip. Inhale, bend the elbow, draw it towards the nose. Gaze on the fingertip. Look past the fingertip and release. Let's go ahead and build some heat in our hands. Building up the energy, the prana. As for our healthy eyes, take the right palm and cup it over the right eye. Take the left palm and cup it over the left eye. Do your best to not let light come in through your fingertips. Breathe slowly through the nose, sending healing energy to our eyes. Healthy, healthy eyes, especially with all this screen time, all the blue lights and artificial lighting. Good job. Go ahead and release. Let's inhale our arms up. Interlace the fingers. Send those palms towards the ceiling. Stretch long. Tilt the chin down ever so slightly. And begin to engage your ujjayic breathing, also known as ocean breath. You'll feel a slight constriction in the back of the throat and the epiglottis. Sounds like a hissing. Let this breath guide you today during our practice, and utilize your breath as a tool so that if you feel strained in your breath and it's hard to breathe and you are tight in your face, go ahead and back off some. However, if you feel light and it's easy to smile and you feel inspired to go further, then take your postures to other modifications that I'll be sharing today. Go ahead and release your hands. Take the backs of the palms, bring them together. Take the right palm over the left, interlace the hands. We're going to draw those hands in towards the chest and then back over to your degree. And remember that every body is different. This is your practice. Stretching out from our fingers, our wrists, our elbows, all the way up to the shoulders. Long, slow breath. Draw your arms back in towards your chest. We're going to switch to the other side, honoring that we may feel more open or not on this side, taking our arms away from the chest to your degree. And then breathe slowly. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake it out. Now let's move to our toes, our ankles, our knees, and hips. We're going to start with yoga for the toes. Go ahead and extend your legs out straight on the mat. We're going to move only the toes, doing toe cranks. For 1, release, 2, release, 3, release, 4, release, 5, release, 6, and hold. Go ahead and cross that right foot over the left. And we're just like we interlace the fingers. Let's do the same with our toes. Interlacing the first toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, maybe even your fifth toe. And then go ahead and squeeze. This is warming up our nerves from the tips of our toes all the way up to our low back, sciatica. Let's go ahead and switch sides. And in the spirit of the yogis, we keep our mind positive. And if we're able to do one toe, that's fantastic. 2 toes is amazing. And the more we do it, the better we get. And if we can't do it, we say maybe next week, maybe next month. Staying positive. Go ahead, release. Extend both legs out in front of you. Now we're going to move from the ankles, moving forward and back. For 1, release, 2, release, 3, release, 4, release, 5, release, 6, and hold. Go ahead and clockwise with the ankles. Opposite. Beautiful. Now warming up the knees. Go ahead and bend the knees. Grab onto the elbows underneath the knee. Sit up tall, and then we'll move circles with the knees. First clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Opposite. It says 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Extend that leg out in front. We'll draw the right knee in towards the chest. Sit tall, and then make circles. First clockwise. 4, 5, and 6. Opposite. 3, 5, and 6. Beautiful. Now warming up the quadriceps. We're going to come up to the front of the mat. Put your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Take your left ankle to the outside of your left hip. Go ahead and begin to just walk your hands back. And then we're going to pause. Go ahead down on your forearms. Rest on your forearms and feel the lengthening all along the quadricep into the psoas. If this is plenty for you today, just go ahead and let your head drop back. If you want to go all the way down to your back and extend your arms up over your head. Breath is long, slow, and steady. Returning to your intention you set. Feeling it all throughout your body. For me, it's gratitude. Gratitude in every cell of my being. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Hawaiian word for gratitude is mahalo. So we're going to come up out of this posture. First, just go ahead and bring your arms down. Press up through your elbows. Draw your body upright. We're slowly going to move to the other side, honoring that we may feel more open or not on this side. And so we're going to walk our hands back, honoring that each side is different, and that can change from day to day depending on how we rested, how much stress we have, what we ate last night, all the things. So just honoring where we are today and using our long, slow, steady breath to warm up the body, removing our blockages and stagnant energy. Grenkis, my yoga teacher refers to it as. For 3, 2, and 1. Draw the arms back down by your hips. Press into those elbows. Help the body upright. And then we're going to come all the way up to standing position. Tadasana at the front of your mat. Let's move slowly. This is our first standing pose. Feet are together. Roll the shoulders up and back. Close the eyes. And feel your feet grounded into the earth below. Imagine you have roots underneath the soles of your feet, and they're connecting you into the earth planet to all that is on the earth plane. Just feeling rooted and grateful for this earth we get to live on. And then as you breathe, feel the top of the skull grow towards the sky. And in your mind's eye, I'd love for you to visualize the last, most beautiful sunrise or sunset that you got to witness. And let's bring our appreciation to the many, many gifts that each of us receive from the sun on a daily basis. It's because of this celestial body that there is life on earth. All life on planet Earth is gifted to us from the Almighty Sun. Each of us have a personal relationship with the sun, and next we'll move through a slow classical sun salutation, also known as Surya Namaskar, respect for the sun. So I'll lead, follow me. Inhale, deeply open the eyes. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer position. Inhale, take the arms up overhead, look up. Exhale slowly, hinge at the waist, fold forward, bringing your fingertips to the front of your shins, the back of your ankles. Maybe you have the privilege to bring the fingertips to the mat. Drop the chin towards your chest and let the head hang down. This is the first stretch of the day. Please, no overstretching. Just allow your body to hang forward. Draw the sits bones up towards the ceilings. Perhaps you have the privilege to bring your palms to the earth. And if that's the case, you can move your fingertips backwards, bending your elbows, drawing the chest closer to the thighs. Your breath is slow and steady, drawing the weight to the balls of the feet. Let the head hang. Draw your fingertips back, facing forward. Bend the knees. Take the left leg back. Drop the knee and the top of the foot to the mat. Inhale, draw the shoulders up and back. Ashwashan Shalanasana, equestrian pose. The right knee is centering with the middle of the body. It's in alignment with the right big toe. We're balancing on our back left knee and the top of our foot. Our chest is open towards the ceiling. Smile on the face. The breath is slow and steady. Lunging into that front right knee. Feeling those hips drop towards the earth for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return your hands to the mat. Tuck the back left toes. Exhale, take the right leg back to meet the left. Coming into our first mountain pose. In the West, this is known as downward facing dog. Our teacher practiced in the Himalayas. We refer to this as mountain pose. Our body's shaped like a mountain. Press into the palms evenly, all 4 corners of your palms. Press the chest back towards the thighs. See if you can draw your heels towards the earth evenly. Notice that one heel might want to reach the floor more than the other. Press down even. Let the head hang. Lift your sits bones up towards the sky so that you're lengthening all along the back side of the body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees to the earth. Drop your chest and chin for 8-limb pose. 2 feet, 2 knees, chest, chin, and 2 hands. Come up onto your fingertips. Hold those elbows in towards the body, pointing up towards the ceiling. Your gaze is down your nose. Drop the palms to the earth. Slide your pelvis down towards the earth and allow your chest to come through your shoulders. This first round, let's come into Sphinx pose. So drop your forearms to the mat and inhale your chest up in between the forearms. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Your butt and feet are soft. The tops of the feet are pressing down into the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, tuck the toes, draw the hands back under the shoulders, press into those palms, lift the hips up, coming back into your mountain pose. Notice that one knee might want to press back towards the wall behind you more than the other. See if you can press back both knees evenly. Reach both heels down towards the earth. And then as you inhale, draw the left foot in between the hands. Drop the right knee and the top of the right foot. Shoulders are coming up and back. Hands hang down by your side. Lunge into that front left thigh. Take your chest up towards the ceiling and your gaze. Look up, look back. We're balancing on that front left big toe and utilizing the left knee, drawing it towards the center of the body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the hands back towards the mat. Tuck the back right toes. Exhale, bring that right leg up to meet the front. The left, drop the head towards the earth. The body's starting to warm up here. You may be able to take your fingertips towards the earth. You may be able to bring your palms to the mat. Let the head hang heavy towards the floor. As you inhale, draw your arms together up overhead. Look up, look back. Exhale through prayer position to close the sequence. And drop the arms to the side. Beautiful. Let's do the same thing on the other side. We'll move a little more swiftly with breath. Follow my cues. Inhale, deeply open the eyes. Exhale, hands to prayer position. Inhale, arms up overhead, look up and back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, right leg back. Drop the knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, the shoulders up and back. Equestrian pose. Exhale, the hands back to the earth. Tuck the right foot. Take the left leg back to meet the right for mountain pose. Drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale to cobra. Keep the elbows in. Draw the chest up. Look up. Belly's down on the earth. Exhale, release the head, tuck the toes, press into the palms, lift those hips and press back into mountain pose. Inhale the right foot, inhale the left foot. In between the hands, drop the, I'm on the other side.
No, no idea what's going on.
I'm on the other side, so we're gonna switch. We're gonna take the right foot in between the hands, drop the left knee, inhale the arms, look up, look back. Take the hands back to the earth. Exhale, bring the left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Hands together, inhale, draw them up overhead. Exhale through prayer position. Release the arms to the sides. Close the eyes and let the breath be normal. Inhaling through in and out through the nose. I'd like you to take your awareness to the beating of your heart. Take notice that the body's starting to warm up here. The ankles are getting more in alignment, the hips, the shoulders. You might feel tingling around your fingertips and the skull, and the toes. Healthy, healthy cells. Grateful, grateful for our bodies. Next, let's bring our awareness to the beautiful other celestial body and then that we see in the night sky, the moon. And in our mind's eye, let's bring our awareness to all of the gifts that we receive from the moon. On the planet Earth, we're aware that over 80% of the earth is covered in water and that it's impacted by the gravity pull, the phases of the moon, and just like the oceans, our human bodies, our human aquarium, our waters are impacted by the tides. And so we pay respects to the moon through Chandra Namaskar and practice taming the mind, making the mind our best friend. So we'll go through this next series of Chandra Namaskar. I'll lead. Changing our 4th and 9th postures. Inhale deeply. Exhale, open the eyes, bring the hands to prayer position. Inhale, the arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, take the left leg back, drop to the knee and the top of the foot, bring the hands through prayer position at steeple, and take the arms overhead, coming into crescent moon, lunging into that front right leg. Look up, look back. Release the arms, tuck the back left toes. Exhale, send that right leg back to meet the left, coming into mountain pose. The bottom of the exhalation, drop to the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide on through, drop that pelvis to the earth, bring the top of the feet to the earth, press into your hands, coming into cobra. As you exhale, tuck the toes, press back, lift the hips, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, the left knee, the left foot in between the hands, drop the right knee, bring the hands into prayer position, draw them up overhead, crescent moon, lunging into that front left foot. Release the hands, tuck the back right toes. Exhale, bring the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold, let the head hang heavy. Let the weight of your feet come into the balls of your feet. We'll bring the hands together as we inhale them up overhead. And then exhale through prayer position. Release the arms to your sides. Breathe slowly. You do the same thing on the other side, moving this time with our breath. Inhale deeply, open the eyes. Exhale, hands to prayer position. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Look up, look back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, take the right leg back, drop to the knee, the top of the foot, hands through prayer. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Release the hands to the mat. Tuck the right toes. Take the Left leg back on an exhalation. Press into your palms and take that chest back towards your thighs. The bottom of the exhalation, drop to the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, coming through cobra. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, press back. Mountain pose. Take the right foot in between the hands, drop the drop the left knee and the top of the left foot, take the arms up overhead. Crescent moon. Release the hands, tuck the toes, exhale, bring the left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Hands together, inhale, up overhead. Exhale through prayer position. Release the hands to the side. Close the eyes. And let the breath be long, slow, and steady. Taking our introspection, our mind's eye. Visualizing our lungs, 2 healthy lungs. Visualizing the lower lobes, the middle lobes, the upper lobes. With each breath, they're taking in fresh life, clearing out the oxygen and sending it to our heart. Where the healthy heart then takes in this fresh life and circulates it to every cell of our body. Visualizing a healthy heart, beautiful lungs and healthy heart. So grateful for our body. When you're ready, let's go ahead and open the eyes. We'll come into our first pose of the day. We're going to come into chair pose. So with the feet together, we're going to bend the knees as if you're going to sit down in a chair. Let's take our arms up overhead, and they can be in steeple, or if that's troublesome for you, if that doesn't feel good, simply have your arms parallel. We're going to sit back as if we're sitting into a chair. We're going to lengthen all along the side ribs and draw that belly button back towards the spine. So our core is engaged. And then we're going to sit back a little bit further, squeeze those knees towards one another. The chin is parallel to the earth, but the gaze is up in between the eyebrow center. So you're looking up. Smile on the face. And then go ahead and lift the toes up off the mat, just the toes. In the final position, your breath is slow and steady for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Take the hands back behind you. We're going to interlace them. Draw them down towards the earth. Open up that chest. And then exhale, fold forward. And then to your degree, see how you can take the hands away from the low back, drawing them up towards the ceiling. Everybody is different. This is your practice. Let the head hang heavy. Draw the chin in towards the chest so that the top of the skull is coming down towards the top of your feet. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, bend the knees. We're going to come out slowly, rolling up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders up and back. Great job, yogis. Next, we're going to do twisted chair. We're going to bring in some massaging to the internal organs, first to the stomach. So we'll bring our hands to prayer position. Bend the feet are together. Going to bend the knees. And first, let's take our left elbow on the outside of our right knee. As you inhale, begin to stack the elbows and then twist from your hips, first and foremost. Find your balance. And then take that gaze up towards the ceiling past your right elbow. You're twisting from your core, and then take your gaze all the way up. You can stay here, or you can keep that left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Take the fingertips to the earth. Draw the right arm up towards the ceiling. Open up that chest. Look up. You can stay here or bend that right elbow and take the right hand on the outside of the left hip towards a bind. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hand. We're going to straighten the legs, come out gently. Let's do the other side. Bringing some fresh blood and oxygen to the largest internal organ, our liver. This time, let's inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Take the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Press into that left knee. Stack the elbows. Twist from the base of the belly, and then take your gaze up towards the sky. Stay here, or if you'd like to take your hand, your right hand to the earth, your left arm up. Lengthen through those fingertips. You can bend that left elbow. Take it to the outside of the right knee, right hip. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out with grace and ease. Release your hands to the side. Take in one slow inhalation and exhalation. Beautiful. Let's step back a little bit onto our mat. Let's next come into table pose. With our feet together, inhale the arms up overhead. They can be in steeple or parallel. Exhale, hinge at the waist, and with a flat back, come forward to a 90-degree angle so that you're pressing down firmly through your feet, but then you're reaching powerfully through your fingertips and your skull towards the wall in front of you. The belly's engaged. You're pressing down into your feet. Press back through your sits bones. Reach through those fingertips. Your ears are parallel to the biceps. Your breath is slow and steady. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back to prayer position. Bend the knees. Bring the weight into the right foot. We're going to take the left leg back behind us. The hips and shoulders are square. Take the arms up overhead. Reach towards the front of the room. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to fall. If you prefer your hands at prayer position at the heart, do what works for you. Three, 2, and 1. Hands through prayer position. We're going to stay balanced on that right leg. Take that left leg out in front. Swing it out in front of you. Lift it up as high as you can, trying to get there as high as your hip bone. Pressing powerfully through that heel. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Let's take that left leg back. Grab onto it with our left heel. Coming into Natrasasana 1, dancer. Let's take our right arm up towards the sky. You can stay here. You can also take your hand to the inside of that left foot and begin to kick that leg back. Bring the arc of the pose to the front of the body. Reaching towards the front of the room. Smile on the face. Try a couple times. Let yourself have some fun. Shake it out. Great job, yogis. Let's go to the other side. So come into your Tadasana, and then we're going to let the weight of the body come into our left foot. Hands in prayer position, send that right leg back behind you. Hips and shoulders are square here. You can keep your arms in prayer position or take them up overhead, reaching through your fingertips. Press back powerfully through your right heel. The big toe of the right foot is in alignment with the center of the body. Hands back through prayer position. Swing that right leg through. Lift it up. Smile at the shake of the leg. Get those toes up about hip height. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, grab onto the ankle. Draw that knee in towards the left. Take the left arm up towards the sky. Dancer 1. Stay here. Or you can bring your hand on the inside of the foot or ankle. Begin to draw the arc of the pose to the front of the body and take the right foot back. Kick it away from the body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Good job. Let's come into swaying tree to bring some lengthening along the side ribs. We spend so much time sitting these days. Inhale the arms up. Take your right hand, grab your left wrist. Send the left hip out. Draw the left wrist over the right side of the body. Take your gaze up to the ceiling, past the left armpit. See if you can take that right armpit more slightly forward than the left. Pull, pull, pull for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Switch sides. Take the right hip out. Use the strength of the left wrist to draw that, or the left arm to draw that right hand over the left side of the body. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. Take your left armpit slightly more forward than the right. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up and release. We're going to bring our feet together so that they're about 5 inches apart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the waist. We're going to fold forward. We're going to come, everybody's either going to take their hands to the shins. If you can get your hands underneath your feet. We're attempting to do hands to feet pose. But if that's not available for you today, totally fine. You can grab onto the front of your shins or the back of your ankles. If you have the privilege to step completely onto your palms, you can use your toes to massage your wrists. Bring the weight into the balls of the feet. Drop your chin in towards your chest and breathe slow and steady. For 2 and 1. Bend the knees. Everybody, we're going to take our 2 fingertips, our peace fingers, and grab our big toes. Bend the knees if we have to, and then begin to straighten the knees. We're going to take our gaze and look up towards the wall in front of us. Perhaps we can look at where the floor and the wall come together. Perhaps we can look up a quarter way of the wall, maybe halfway, maybe 3/4. Maybe we can even look to see where the wall in front of us meets the ceiling. It's a beautiful upper back bend for 3, 2, and 1. Release everybody, bend the knees, take the hands to the earth, take the feet back. Everybody, let's come into mountain pose. Bend the right knee. Press powerfully through the right palm. Switch. Straighten the right knee, bend the left knee. Press powerfully through the left palm. Inhale up to the tippy toes. Exhale, send both heels down towards the earth. The bottom of your next exhalation, let's everybody hold the breath out. And then begin moving the belly button up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Massaging the internal organs. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Move as fast as you can. Go ahead and release. Let the breath return to normal. Go ahead and let's lift the left leg up and back. Pressing through the heels so the big toe is in alignment with the center of the body. Press powerfully through the right palm. Lengthen along the side ribs. Lift your left leg a little bit higher. As you exhale, let's swing it through. We're going to prepare for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Take the right heel to the earth. The right toes are at about 2 p.m. Inhale the chest up. Bend into that front left knee as if you're going towards 90 degrees. Our hips and our shoulders are square. Take the arms up overhead. Palms are parallel. Drop the shoulders. The right thigh is activated. We're gripping the back of the mat with the outside of our right foot. Bend into that front knee and then take the right armpit slightly more forward than the left. Your gaze is in between the eyebrows, up towards the ceiling. The chin is parallel to the earth for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, open up. I like to move my right foot back a little bit. We're opening up into Warrior 2. At this point, our hips and shoulders are facing the wall. We're bending into our front left leg. Our heel of our front foot is perpendicular to the arch of the right foot. Glance back to make sure that our right and left palms are at the same height. Inhale, the right arm forward, coming into Virabhadrasana. Avaya Virabhadrasana, Fearless Warrior. Keep your chest and belly from collapsing on the thighs. Your arms are overhead or steeple position. Smile at the shake in the leg for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Take the right arm up towards the sky. I need to inch my right foot back a little bit further so that I can sink my hips a little bit more. Open up that chest. Reach. You can also bend that right elbow. Take the left hand underneath the left thigh. Find your fingertips or grab onto your wrists. And then again, open up that right chest, the right shoulder, and look up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, drop the right knee, heel toe, heel toe. We're going to come into Kandanyasa, everybody. So we'll bring our hands just underneath of our shoulders, like we're coming into push-up position. And what happens here is we're going to take our left elbow and hook it into our left thigh. As we bend and lean forward, take our right elbow and hook it onto our right hip. Lean forward and then begin to play with lifting your left toes off the mat, your right toes. But you'll see there's a shelf in my arms and I'm balancing on the elbows. So give it a try. A is for attempt. And when you feel complete on this side, let's everybody meet in Balasana. child's pose. Take your hips back towards your heels. Take your palms towards your heels, palms facing up. Forehead to the ground. Your breath is slow and steady. Let's take our introspection to the beautiful, beautiful brain inside of our skull. So grateful for this brain and our nervous system. Visualizing the base of our skull and our entire spinal column. Healthy, healthy nervous system. Our brain allows you to hear my words and make sense of them. The auditory nerves, you're able to see on the screen, the visual nerves through the brain. And then it's the intellect. We're so thankful for the intellect so that you can make sense of my words and move your body in such a way that we get to do this practice together. So very grateful for the brain. Healthy, healthy brain. Visualizing all of the fluids in and around the brain, all the plasmas and the interstitial fluids, everything just pumping so perfectly. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, we'll meet back in mountain pose to do the solar side, so we can bring some balance to our masculine side as well. Go ahead and lift your right leg up off the mat, keeping your hips and shoulders parallel, pressing powerfully through your left palm, lengthening all along that left leg. Lift that right leg a little bit higher. Exhale, swing it through. Take the left heel to the earth. We're going to inhale our chest up, coming into Virabhadrasana 1. Bend into that front leg. Take the arms up overhead. Your left shoulder is slightly forward than the right. The gaze is up to the ceiling with your chin parallel. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. We're going to exhale, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Take the left foot back a little bit more. Bend into that front thigh so that the hips sink towards the earth. I glance back at my left arm to make sure that it's parallel with the right. The gaze is down the right fingertips, off into infinity. Feeling strong in our warrior pose. Let's inhale our left arm up to meet the right. Avaya Virabhadrasana, fearless warrior. Smiling at the shake of the leg, saying, good day. The left foot is gripping the mat. All along the left pinky toes. For 3, 2, and 1. Right hand to the mat. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Walk your toes back a little bit more if that allows you to sink further. You can stay here or you can bend that left elbow, grab on underneath, find your bind, and then open up that chest even a little bit more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands, drop the left knee, heel toe, heel toe. Let's do Kandanyasa on the other side. Our hands come into push-up position underneath the shoulders. Bend the elbows, lean forward, and first you're going to hook that right elbow into that left thigh. Then we're going to take the left elbow and hook it into the left hip. Begin to lift the right foot off the mat and then play with the left foot. Try it a few times to your degree, and then everybody will press back. Bring your hips to the feet, forehead to the mat, child's pose. Bringing your awareness this time, bring that introspection to the beating of the heart. Dum, 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 dum. The heart is our oldest friend. It started beating at day 27 when we were in our mother's womb. It was about the size of a thumb. And now, as an adult, we get to appreciate the size of a fist, our heart, as it beats inside of our chest. And the yogis, they like to appreciate the heart as it governs the emotion of love. And so we can visualize that each heartbeat, especially while we're practicing, it's circulating love, self-love. We're building self-love to every cell of our body. Healthy, healthy heart. Thank you, heart. When you're ready, let's go ahead and come up into tabletop. We're going to bring our arms, our hands just underneath of our shoulders, our knees just underneath of our hips. The tops of our feet are on the mat. Go ahead. The neck is long, so we're just looking down from our nose onto the mat. Lift the left arm up as if you're going to shake my hand. Reach those fingertips towards the front of the room. Inhale the right leg back. Press through the heel. Come to balance on the top of the left foot and the right palm. Engage the core. Get long here. Reach, reach, reach from the front to the back. You can stay here. You can also bend that right knee. Take the left arm and reach around and grab towards your ankle. Lift that, whoop. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall. Smile at yourself, go ahead and lift that right knee away. And then go ahead and look back over your left shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good job. Let's do the other side. This time, taking our right hand, reaching it towards the front of the room as if you're going to shake my hand. Lengthen. And then take the left leg, press the heel back away. Come to balance on the top of the right foot and the left palm. You can stay here or you can bend the left knee and reach that right arm back. Grab the ankle, kick that foot away from you, and then take the gaze up and over the right shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Go ahead, let's lean back, shake it out. Great job, everybody. Let's come into squats pose. We're gonna come to practice our crow. So just like we were doing with Kondanyasa, we're gonna bring our hands into push-up position. We're gonna bend our knees. Go ahead and lift the butt and bring the elbows. I like to make shelves with my elbows and then take the knees on the outside of the triceps and then lean forward and then begin to play with lifting one toe off the mat, then your other. Try it a few times. If you've got a headstand in the middle of the room, you can go from crow into your headstand. Please do so. Try crow and headstand a few times. Try crow. It's not a difficult pose, and once you get it, it feels easy. So it's finding the balance. So we're playing with our balance here. If you're in a headstand and you'd like to do variations, taking the legs wide. You can bring the legs back together. play with variations that work for you. And then everybody, we're going to come back down gently. Beautiful. So if you have a baggy shirt like Evan, you're going to tuck it into your shorts. Yogi's choice here. If you have a headstand practice in the middle of the room and that's your preference, please do so. The rest of us, we're going to practice shoulder stand, also known as Sharvangasana. So Evan's going to demonstrate. We're going to lay down on our back, lift our legs up, draw the elbows in so that we're resting on the biceps, and then we have our fingertips on the back. We're supporting our low back. Our fingertips are up towards the ceiling. We're looking in between our big toes. We're pressing through the balls of our feet towards the ceiling. This should feel good. Our breath is long, slow, and steady. The chin is into the chest. And just like we were doing with Tratakan, see if you can keep your gaze in between your big toes and see if you can not blink. We practice inversions. They help to bring poise and clarity to our days. Sharvangasana, shoulder stand, is also really good for the thyroid and the parathyroid. So all of our organs are receiving an internal wash right now by changing the direction of our blood flow. This is so good for our circulatory system. Healthy, healthy body. Go ahead and we'll take the left foot towards the floor over your head. It's okay if it doesn't touch the ceiling or touch the floor. Draw it back up to meet the right. Bring the right foot over the head towards the floor. Inhale it back to center. Bring both feet over the head towards the floor. Into Halasana, plow pose. If this is easy for you, you can relieve your hands from the low back. And like Evan's doing, you can interlace your hands and then draw them towards the floor to your degree. Press through the heels of your feet energetically for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and release the hands. Bring them back to the low back. And then we're going to bend the knees so that the knees are on the outside of the ears. And then I want you to roll down out of this. You can bring your hands back to the floor as slow as you can go. Extend the legs out in front. Let's prepare for fish pose to further relieve the head, neck, and shoulders from the stress from the inversions. We'll take our palms, they're long along our sides. Go ahead and tuck them underneath of your sits bones. Palms facing down. And then the heels are together. Begin to bend the elbows. Bring the top of the head onto the mat. Your bottom set of teeth are slightly more forward than the upper set of teeth. These are your fish gills. Breathe slowly here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come out of this slowly. Relieve your head back to the mat. Let your hands come to the side. For a mini Shavasana, let your head rock from side to side and back to center. Let's bring our feet together and stretch our arms up over our heads. Stretch long into the moment. Take the left wrist and grab the right arm. Stretch the side body. Let's do the other side. Stretch, reach both hands up overhead. Lengthen. And then use the strength of your core. Exhale, come forward. We'll come into Dandasana stick pose. Send the legs out in front. Toes are up towards the ceiling. We're going to come into a forward fold. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Leading with the chest. Grab on where you can, whether that's the ankles, the feet, the big toes. Inhale, open up the chest a little bit more. And then exhale, lead the chest towards the thighs. And then when you get to your edge, go ahead and let the chin drop towards the chest. So the visualization here is as if you're taking the top of your head towards the top of your feet. Lengthening all along the back body. This is so good for our nervous system, really great as we cool down here. Anytime we're feeling anxious or jittery, forward folds are very medicinal. We're going to inhale, begin to lift up out of the posture, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Let's go ahead and take our legs wide. Take the left hand in front of the body, the right hand back behind the body. Lift up and then reposition the legs. Our toes are going to be up towards the ceiling. Inhale the arms up overhead. We're going to twist to the left and then exhale, reach. However we're able to today. Maybe we have our hands on the outside of our shins. And then again, let your chin drop towards your chest. Reach the skull towards the top of the left foot. Yet refrain from allowing your right sits bones from lifting up off the mat. So if that's happening, go ahead and back off some. Inhale, walk your chest up. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right, and then reach. Draw the hands either on the sides of the shins or to the foot. Drop the chin towards the chest. And lead the top of the skull towards the top of the right foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands back towards the center of the body. You've guessed it, we're going down the middle. Inhale the arms up, lift up, exhale, fold forward. You can grab onto your toes, your shins, but bring your chest towards the thigh here. Now, no overstretching. Please don't overdo it. We can get injured doing something like that. So go to your degree and then let your chin drop towards your chest. Your breath is slow and steady. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands. Walk your hands back up your thighs. Bring the knees in. Go ahead and let your chin drop towards your chest. Nice little yogi hug. Extend the legs out in front. We're going to take them mat distance. Let's come into a twist. Take the right hand on the mat behind you. Come down, maybe onto your forearm if you can. Take your left hand on the outside of your right hip. Take your hand to the mat. Begin to twist. Take your gaze as far back on the wall behind you to the right, as far as you can. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, let's go to the other side. Take the left hand past the center line of the body behind you. Come down onto your forearm if you can. Take the right hand down to the mat. Take your gaze onto the wall behind you as far back as possible. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's bring our feet together, our knees together. Go ahead and lean back onto your tail. Lift the legs up, coming into your expression of Navasana, boat pose. Keep the gaze in between the big toes. Take the arms out beside you. Roll the shoulders down and back. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Kapalabhati, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everybody. We'll spin 180 degrees for our favorite yoga posture, the most important one, Shavasana. So find a comfortable place on your mat. Remove anything to distract you. Remove your hair bun. Let the arms be about 6 to 8 inches away from your hips, palms facing up. Your ankles are about 12 to 18 inches away from each other, feet flailing to the side. I'll lead us through an active relaxation. Follow my cues. Go ahead and lift your right foot up off the mat 2 inches. Point and flex the foot. Let it flop. Fully relaxed. Inhale the left foot up off the mat 2 inches. Point and flex. Flop. As you inhale, squeeze the buttocks and draw the belly button. Squeeze the belly button back towards the spine. Relax the hips. Inhale all the way up the side ribs, up into the chest. Big breath. Exhale, release. Make a fist with the right hand. Lift it up 2 inches off the mat. Squeeze and release. Lift the left hand up off the mat 2 inches. Squeeze and release. Keep the back of the neck on, back of the head on the mat. Draw the chin into the chest, chin into the chest, chin into the chest. Squeeze and release. Let the head rock from side to side and back to center. Lion's breath, Simba. Inhale. As you exhale, stick the tongue out, bug your eyes out, make a funny face, just let it all go. Relax the face. Inhale. As you inhale, squeeze the eyes, squeeze the forehead, squeeze your ears, squeeze every hair on your head, and release. Let everything relax. Your eyes closed. Bring your awareness to the upper lip and notice the temperature. As you inhale, it's cooling. As you exhale, it's warm. Without any effort here, simply observing. With your mind's eye, bring your awareness to the belly button and witness the natural rise and fall as you inhale, navel up, exhale, navel down. And without changing a thing, simply observe the natural expansion and contraction expressed by the belly button. And in your mind's eye, let us count backwards mentally to ourselves, starting at 10, witnessing 10 navel up, 10 navel down. Inhale, 9 navel up. Exhale, 9 navel down. Inhale, 8 navel up. Exhale, 8 navel down. At your pace, all the way down to 1. Wherever you are, release the count. Just allow yourself to receive total relaxation. During our practice, we use the energy of rajas, passion, to effort and move our body into the various positions to stretch and open, detoxify, build heat. And in this posture, we receive all the benefits, the medicine from the postures as the body integrates and clarifies with all the spaciousness we've created. Allow your breath to grow slightly bigger, longer. Taking your thumbs and touching each fingertip. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, we'll inhale, reach our arms up overhead, stretch long. Do what you need to do as if you're waking up from the best ever cat nap. Eventually, we're going to make it over onto our right side, pausing in fetal position. Taking a moment here to express appreciation to ourselves for rolling out our mat and doing the practice and expanding our self-love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, you'll take that top hand and press it into the earth to help the body upright, returning to a comfortable seated position like when we started. With the chin tilted down ever so slightly, close the eyes and take your gaze in between the eyebrow center. Let your breath be slow and steady. We'll close with a brief japa japa meditation. It builds our appreciation. With each inhalation, in your mind's eye, mentally say to yourself, I am grateful for my, and with each exhalation, name an object of your appreciation. My nose, my eyes, my fingers, my limbs. Inhale, I am grateful for my friends, family, home. Single appreciation for each exhalation. I am grateful for my, as you inhale, exhale the object of appreciation. Let's go ahead and release the japa japa meditation. What an honor it's been to share in this practice together. Let's take our arms out wide and up, gathering up so much mana and love. Bringing our hands in prayer position at the heart. Thank you for practicing with us. We're honored to share this space with you. Please take this vibration, take this self-love, take this feeling off the mat and share it with loved ones, whether it's on the phone or on the street. Let them see and feel the smile and your appreciation for our relationship, to ourselves and the planet. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Mahalo, mahalo, everybody, for all the efforts to be here with us today. I am Terra, this is Evan. We are Live Yoga Channel. Meet us again. We'll be back on Monday where Evan will be teaching. And then I return on Tuesday for a half-hour chair yoga, take a work break with me, as well as yoga for the organs. We have a Trust Your Gut Club that meets on Tuesdays where we talk about all things digestive wellness. So thanks everybody, we appreciate your time with us. We know you could be anywhere, so thanks for choosing to be with us. Have a beautiful day, a hui ho, and aloha.